Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while since I made a video. I've been very busy. Plus I got a new purchase here, which if you follow my Instagram, you probably already saw that. This is the Cz75 D compact PCR, okay? This isn't your stock PCR, okay? I didn't want to bother you guys with basic unboxing. I was just going to, do one, but then I was like, man, there's so many on YouTube. I was like, I just want to get this thing, customize it, make it my own, like I do with my guns, and then talk about it, okay? So here we go. I love this gun, I really do. It was between this and the P01. The only problem is I cannot find the P01 anywhere right now in my state. So, well, where I live, in my city. So I found this one. There was only one of them, okay? So I had to jump on it right away. These things are kind of hard to come by. So it is the 75D Compact PCR, Police Czech Republic. Everybody knows all that. But this one has been Cajunized, okay? Let me get this out of the way because you guys can see this. Dawson sights, of course. These are P01 sights, okay? And the reason why I went with the P01 sight is because I do not like that funky style of the PCR sight where it comes sloped down. I just don't like the way that looks. I'm sure other people like it, and that's fine. To each his own, okay? But I don't really like that sight, so I went with the P01 sights. The guy at Dawson, for whatever reason, said, "Oh, they're not going to fit." Well, they fit, okay? So if you're wondering if they'll fit, they will fit, okay? And it came as a set. It was a Dawson fiber optic set for a P01, and these are the carry sights. So it worked perfectly fine, okay? I like that blade in the front. I'm not sure of the exact size, but it's just, I mean, you can see the side picture. It looks perfect. Now, I haven't shot this gun yet. I have had it for a few weeks and took me a little bit of time to customize it, getting all the parts together and everything else. So I didn't want to go shoot it until I was completely ready. These are lock grips. These I saw on Big Johnson's channel, okay? So I was like, you know what? I got to get these grips. These things are nice. Made by Lock Grips, Jason at Lock. These are the Matrix, and they're more for carry. So they're not real aggressive, but it's got very good texturing, I think. Very good, I like it. And it really, I like the rubber grips from the factory from CZ. They're kind of cheap though, kind of cheesy, but they do have a nice palm swell, so they feel good. But this feels even better, and I didn't know that it would because these are the thin grips, but it actually feels very good in the hand. Okay, let me move this box just back a little bit. Also, of course, it comes with two 10-round magazines. Everybody knows that, and it's 10 rounds here. It's supposed to be 14 in a free state, but I'm in California, so it's 2 10 rounds. There they are, right there. Loaded chamber indicator. What I love about all CZs are you have the serrations up on top, okay? The only problem is because I removed that rear sight from the PCR, you've got this gap, okay? But, oh well, that's just how it is. So it's been Cajunized, okay? You can tell we've got the hammer here. So I put their Pro Kit in, which is gonna be their trigger. You have their hammer. It has their disconnector in it, their short reset T2 disconnector. You have the extended firing pin in here. Of course, you have to have your firing pin retaining pin, okay? Theirs, which is better. From what I understand, they break after a while. Never had that happen to me, but I replaced that, of course, too. With the trigger, I did a new floating Cajun Gun Works trigger pin, okay? Left the sear. You don't need to replace the sear, from what I understand, in these decocker models. Okay, the sear is good enough. Even Cajun Gun Works says that. So it's got its own, or the original sear. I changed all the springs to lighter springs, of course. This one has an 11.5 mainspring in it. I'm gonna go shoot it, maybe possibly do it today. And if I don't have any malfunctions or anything, I'll keep that one in there. If I do, then I will put the 13.5 in there, which is the blue spring. This one, the 11.5, is the black spring, okay? I polished all the internals, okay? The trigger bar, everything, the sides of the frame. I mean, it took some time. This thing, I didn't measure it because my gauge would not measure it when it was new. And I have a snap cap in here. I don't want everybody to freak out, but I'll just show you. Let's see. There's my snap cap. Okay. So the double action pull on this was probably about 12 pounds. It was very heavy. Okay. Now consistently every single time is 6.5. Every time it's 6.5. Every single time. Just from what I did, okay? I'm sure if I had to change the, if I was getting any reliability issues or anything with the 11.5 mainspring, that might change. Maybe it might go to 7, okay? But I'm happy with it. I really am. So if this thing is reliable with that mainspring, with that mainspring, then I'll be okay with it. If it goes a little, if I put the 13-pound one in there and it goes up a little bit on the double action, not a big deal. It is, as long as it's going to be reliable. So that's 6.5 in the double action, and then the single action we're at 2.5, 2.5 pounds, okay, which I am just amazed. And it is like a 1911 style brake. Watch this. Okay, I love it. It is so crisp. Look at that's your take up right there. That's all the take up is. You're at the wall right now. Look at, there's like no creep too. That's it. Right there. Right there, watch. Do it again. Super crisp brake, okay? Let's do a reset, because of course it has a short reset, and these things, brand new, stock, have a long reset. There is the short reset. It comes out like that. It stops there, and then there's your take up. Okay, do it again. Okay, let's do it. Maybe I could do it like this. I just want you guys to see this. There it is right there. And the trigger, if you just let out your finger off, it stays right there. And then we'll go back, 2.5 pounds, boom. Okay, so I am super impressed. I would take it apart and show you everything, but you guys know what it looks like on the inside of a CZ pistol. Polish the barrel. Some people say, oh, don't do that, you know, it's a protective coating. Yeah, I understand that. So I left the protective coating throughout the entire barrel, okay, because I actually like the way it looks. But I wanted the barrel hood polished. It looks better. This thing has got it's fit compared to the other CZs I have. It's very tight. I can imagine this is going to be a very accurate pistol. It barely wants to, actually it doesn't move at all when you push on this. There's like no play whatsoever. Even racking the slide is kind of tight, okay? So I think it's going to be a very accurate gun. Let's see that trigger again. Ooh, I love that, okay? I really do. So ergonomically, this is going to be, I think, one of my favorites. I like the compact size. I like the size of it. I like it that it's small. Of course, this is going to be one of my carries right here. But I'm very happy I got it. So once I shoot this, I will report back. Let's check. I know this is becoming kind of a long video, but let's check the paperwork, because I never, let's see. I never looked at any of this shit. So of course that's the owner's manual, but I never looked to to see what the test target from CZ was. Ooh, that's so. This looks pretty decent. Let's see what this. All right, so this is. Can't understand that language. This one, yeah. So, okay. So mean point of impact is that. Bullet impact is right there. Point of aim is that. Okay. Let's look. Damn. It's not bad. He's right on the money right there. Look at that. It's not bad. I don't know what happened here. Must have had a shot of vodka or something before he went in there, but that's pretty good. Not bad at all, guys. So I will be taking this thing to the range, and you're gonna see a lot of this. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, you know what? I want to tell you about this first real quick. The manual safeties are so much easier to work on than these decockers. These decockers are a bitch, okay? I had an issue this is funny, when I had everything going back together, okay? I pushed this pin through, and they say to go through this side, and that's what I did. But I guess my lifter spring moved a hair when I was hammering this in, and it seared it in half. So by the time I got the damn pin all the way through, the lifter arm was just flopping in there. There was no tension on it because the spring was bad. I didn't know that at that time, so then I had to pull it all the way back out. My slave pin that I had in here got bent somehow and got stuck. So I finally hammered it out, okay? And what I did, since I didn't have another slave pin, after I finally, since I didn't have another slave pin, I took from the mainspring little pin there at the bottom, I used that as a slave pin, which worked perfect. So if anybody wanted to use that, it works, okay? It's like the perfect size. So once I put that in there and then put all the internals back into the cage, and then I was able to put it back in the gun, did it again, and it worked that time. So I was just amazed that I finally got it. I was really sweating bullets because I didn't think I was going to. So anyway, guys, that's it for this. And the next video you'll see, I will put together something with shooting it. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.